What is the towing capacity of an alligator? I think that this is a very important question that we need to break down and answer today. And honestly, I think that the answer is more than a dog, but less than a horse. And I have grounds that I'm coming from this on. There's more details in the original post. Basically, they're saying, I bet if you were doing an alligator sled race instead of a dog sled race, you'd only need like 1 or 2 gators to sled. So they're comparing it to dogs. They go into more detail, but I'm not going to read all of it. But I don't think that you could necessarily compare it to like a horsepower, because most of the time, towing capacity is related to horses. You know, horsepower. That's where it comes from, not compared to torque and towing and all that stuff, but it initially comes from horsepower, because that's what we used to pull things back in our primitive days before we had 2 wheels with a motor in between our nuts, like it was, you know, a death wish. Anyways, I definitely think an alligator has more pulling power than a dog. I think this person's correct. I think you could put, if you put like 2 alligators on a sled to, like, you know, get you somewhere, not only would it be pretty efficient because it's 2 alligators instead of a bunch of dogs, but like also it'd be very intimidating. So I feel like you'd win the race because anyone in front of you would see a couple alligators that you tamed, basically like Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon, okay? And you're coming up behind them with alligators in a sled race, dude, they're gonna get out of your way and you're gonna win. You're gonna win. So honestly, I think that this needs to be tested. I think that the towing capacity of an alligator needs to be more deeper looked into. Anyways, welcome back everybody yet again to the Blue Ninja Guy YouTube channel, where we dive headfirst into these extremely hard-hitting topics and questions like this, and I answer questions that I know that you have been pondering your entire life, and you come here. Oh, I'm getting choked up. No, I'm actually just running out of breath in this hot helmet. Anyways, you come here for those answers, and I'm here to provide them. It is a beautiful, chilly fall day. It has been a long time since I've recorded. As many of you know, I mass recorded before I took a break for my birthday, which was fantastic, by the way. We're rocking the Bluey merch, which I also got for my birthday. We got the helmet cover on because it's chilly and I can wear it without overheating, and it looks cool. It matches the Bluey vibes great. We're here. We're answering questions again from my favorite subreddit, r/NoStupidQuestions, and I think we started out pretty well. Now, as always, we're going to start up this video by starting up the bike. Oh, doesn't she just sound elegant today? Oh, I'm so excited to be back out riding my bike and recording. A little bit of a disclaimer. We are trying a different recording style with that camera in front of me. Not the one that records my POV and microphone, but we're trying a different setup with the 360 camera today. I'm curious to see if it's going to work better, worse, if, you know, no clue. So just bear with me today. You know, constantly trying to do things to improve my video quality for you guys. Speaking of that, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do, make sure to let me know by leaving a like and a comment. It would really help me out. And if you would, please consider subscribing to the channel for more epic content like this. And without further ado, we're going to jump right into the rest of the topics that I got for you guys today. Is it common for people to not drink much water? Absolutely. I think that it's extremely common, being most of the population is dehydrated without knowing it. So I wanted to start the video with this one because you know what that means? That means right now you are gonna get up. You're gonna take me with you though, because I know like 90% of you are watching me on your phone. If not, if I'm on your TV or laptop, just turn it up louder. Okay, go get water. Okay, you're gonna be drinking water throughout the watching of this video, so go get water. We're gonna help the dehydration rate. But yes, I think it's very common. So go drink water, please. I'll be doing it as soon as this ride's over, and I downed a bottle right before I got on, so we're good. I need to fart, but I'm in public. Okay, this is absolutely a major crisis that you're in, and I completely understand why you're scared. Do it? Question mark. People fart. Nobody cares. You know, wild opinion. There's that. Also, you could go to a public restroom, you know, if it's that big of a deal. Like, if you're really that worried about it, just go to a public restroom. Also, you're safe. If you have to fart in public and you don't want to fart around people that you're around and you decide to go to the bathroom to do it, if it ends up being a shart or there's a little bit of dookie that comes out with it, hey, you're safe. You're already in the bathroom. You're doing it on top of the toilet anyways. So, like, you know, it's a win-win situation there, you know, like. So I think that's your best way around it. If you're at a place that doesn't have a toilet, then you're also probably at a place where a bunch of other people are having to rip ass and not care about it either. So, you know, just let that sucker fly. But like, if you want to and you're a little embarrassed by it, if you're a little bit of a shy farter, just go to the bathroom. Just go to the bathroom. Why are some people so into music and others have absolutely no interest? That's because the people who are into music are intellectuals, and the people who aren't into music are wrong. No, I'm absolutely kidding there. Everyone is completely entitled to their opinion. I base all of my videos that way because everything that I'm talking about is 99% of the time strictly opinionated, because I am not a savant. I am not educated. I'm an idiot who rides two wheels and likes to talk about random topics from brain rot on the internet. So don't take anything that I say to heart. Take it all with a grain of salt, or just listen to it for entertainment purposes if you think I'm an idiot. That is completely fine too. This helmet cover doesn't always want to stay on all the way. Anyways, everyone's entitled to their own opinions, but I think for most people who fall into the categories of absolutely have no interest, they haven't heard a type of music that they like yet. I have never met a single person who doesn't like any kind of music. I have met people who aren't like as into it and can kind of just listen to it here nor there, or they're like, they'll take it or leave it. They're not someone who like, I have to have music going during everything I'm doing. Like me, that's how I am. You know, I make playlists for everything. I have to have music going for everything. There's a different vibe for what's going on. I love all different kinds of music. You guys know that. But there are people who aren't that into it. But I think that anyone who genuinely says, I have zero interest in music, has just not heard the type of music that they'd be into yet. There is music out there for everybody, just like there's art out there for everybody. Some people are into different kinds of art for different things, for different reasons. You just haven't found your stick yet. But then there's also the people who are just into music, and that is because you are absolutely a king or a queen and go slay. Anyway, sorry, I just think music is peak. I wouldn't have got one entire arm of mine tattooed in music if I didn't think it was peak. So, also, just a quick side note, I'm recording this video today as of the time of the massive hurricane that is hitting Florida. For some reason, the name of it is slipping my mind right now because I've been seeing it everywhere. And I just wanted to say, sending, you know, my heart out and my thoughts out to those people. If you guys are out, if there are any of you that are watching this video or out there or affected by that, I hope that you're okay. I hope that your family's okay. I hope that your animals are okay. I hope everything's all right. I hope that you made it out safely if you evacuated like you were supposed to, or like they advised, you know, either way. If you weren't able to evacuate, I hope you're okay. Like I said, my heart goes out to all the people out there. I know that that is a massive thing that sucks to go through. So, I don't normally bring up real world topics on my channel because most of them suck ass, and that one definitely does suck, but it's more of a, you know, hearts out to those people. And that also has something to do with the next topic that is coming up, so I just wanted to preface that with this topic with that before we get into this. Why do journalists go into the storm if everyone else is essentially considered dead if they don't evacuate? There's someone who went into the comments and basically explained the logistics behind it, which are they have the correct equipment, the correct protection, like they have all kinds of things and money invested in them being there and being in a safe place and being in lockdown and having all of their equipment protected. Obviously, that does not mean that they are 100% safe. They are absolutely out there risking some sort of something to go out and do that. But also, it's for money, in my opinion. If you guys have ever seen Death Note, which I refer to it all the time, absolutely favorite TV show series of all time. It's absolute cinema. It's fantastic. Anyways, Demigawa, the guy who hosted the TV show for Kira's Kingdom, bro, went out there hanging out of a helicopter to broadcast about a bunch of people getting into, like, raiding a building or something. It's just for money and ratings. Reporters will go out there and basically venture any kind of storm or any kind of event to get the story to you the quickest and the realest for the ratings and the money. I mean, that's what they get paid to do. And obviously people that are in that into it and all the way out there in stores, they get paid bucket loads. So, hell yeah, you give me a contract like that, I'm going out and standing out there in a storm in a raincoat and I'm yelling at you guys that it's windy, you know? Like, what? Are you kidding me? But yeah, that's, they do it because it's their job, but I also think that they do it for ratings over, you know, safety, but they are still safe about it. So, shouldn't coffee be good for the heart if it raises the heart rate? Absolutely not the way that you are thinking. Coffee, just black coffee, can be good for you, and we've talked about it before on this channel, that if you just drink black coffee, it is also considered in your water intake. So yes, drinking black coffee, again, I am specifying this with black coffee and not that creamer infested diabetes cup that Starbucks gives you, okay? And all of you out there thinking that that counts. No, I'm purely talking about black coffee, okay? that does not necessarily mean that it's good for your heart. It can be good for you, and yes, you know, if you're thinking that it gets your heart pumping more, I'm not even sure if that's the true science behind that. I have a feeling that that's obviously that's related to caffeine, is your higher heart rate, but like your heart shouldn't be overworking. So like if you're sitting there, like we're just gonna make an example of you sitting there on your couch. If you're sitting there on your couch and you drink coffee and you get your heart rate to beat faster, but you continue to sit on your couch, your heart is overworking itself and you're not doing any extra work to expend the energy that it's working towards. So it's not really doing anything other than tiring itself out. If you want, you know, to work healthily on your heart, cardio, you know, and other things like that, exercise, obviously good eating. If you're going to do caffeine and think that it working your heart faster is good for you, you also need to understand that you need to work your body at the same time to then make sure that your heart isn't just overworking itself, if that makes sense. Yes, it is a good thing for you to have a healthy heart and for you to work it and for you to get your heart rate up, but not just with caffeine and then sitting there and letting your heart rate beat faster and think, oh yeah, my heart's working out and I'm not doing anything. No, that is not how it works. You also have to make sure that your heart isn't overworking for no reason. Is it okay not to care about other people's opinions sometimes? Absolutely. That's, you know, I don't see anything wrong with not caring about other people's opinions. I think that it is okay. I think there's a healthy mix of it. Because like I say all the time on these videos, I you know, talk about them and I say that everyone is entitled to their opinion, which they are. Hello, other biker. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. As long as it's not hurting other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are obviously bad ways to go about opinions. I'm not getting into the nitty-gritty of all of that. But the main examples that come in my mind are like, what you wear. If you wear something and you think that it's cool and you like it and it fits your style, it is okay for you to not care what other people think. If someone else gives you a compliment and then the next guy tries to give you, you know, say that you look stupid, it is okay to not care about their opinion in that situation because you do you, boo-boo, okay? You know what I'm saying? You do you. You look fucking beautiful. Mwah, fantastic. Spectacular. Scrum diddly-umptious, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that is okay. Also, not caring about other people's opinions when it comes to the way that you live your life or you spend your free time or, you know, some of your personal preferences on what you like to eat. Other things like that. Stuff like that, who cares what other people's opinions are? It is absolutely okay to care more about your own opinions and what you're doing with your own life than worrying about other people's opinions. 100%. That does not mean that you should disrespect them for their opinions, though. There's a fine line there. You know, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Somebody else comes up and says that you look bad, well, just say thank you and move on, and then, you know, they're the piece of shit and not you. So, do we humans love the color blue because it's so rare in nature? Yeah. How many other ones of me do you see out there? Have you guys ever seen another blue? I don't think so. I don't think I've never seen another blue. Like I said, the only thing in this world that's blue like me is the sky, you know, so I think we had this talk about the sun and everything in the last video. I can't remember. Anyways, also, I saw this, and every time I don't know how I always come across it, but I always come across some kind of comment that has the word blue in it. But actually, I do kind of want to break this down in reality. Blue doesn't actually occur that rare in nature, in my opinion, if you think about it. Like, from the time that you're a child and you start drawing paintings, you associate the sky with being blue and you associate water with being blue. And those are like the two largest things that you see out in nature, is the sky and the ocean. So I don't understand what this person means by that, unless they mean by like flowers and like nature as in like animals, plants, you know, the way that the earth looks and stuff, you know, grass, things like that, because blue doesn't really occur in nature that much like that. I mean, you see it in minerals and stuff, and you see it in a couple flowers, but it's not just like that common. So that I can see, that makes sense. But like, blue is technically everywhere if you think about it nature wise, but what do I know? Also, yeah, no, I'm a rare species. I get it. Why do people like to shame people who don't like kids? In my opinion, I think it's because they're jealous that they don't have kids. Like, if you think about most people who shame other people for not wanting kids, those people have kids, okay? Like, because you're not going to be someone who doesn't have kids and then shame someone else for not having kids or not liking kids or not wanting them. Unless you are someone who is unable to have kids, and then that's a whole nother situation, and it's, you know, whatever. I'm talking about the average people. I think it's because they're jealous that the person who doesn't like or want kids doesn't have kids, because it's coming from someone who has kids and probably shouldn't have kids. Again, this is a blanket statement. It's not like 100% true. You know, this is just opinionated. But like, I never wanted kids, but I also never said I didn't like kids, if that makes sense. Like, but now that I've gotten with my fiance and she has 2 boys, I love her boys. I love our boys. I couldn't imagine life without having kids in my life now. It's incredible. And they're great kids. And I love being around them. And I think that not wanting kids, or understanding that you don't like kids and don't want kids, is a very mature realization and a very good thing for you to come to terms with if you are someone like that. Because if that's how you feel, then no, you shouldn't have kids. And there's nothing wrong with that. This world has plenty of them, trust me. We have plenty of, you know, people making babies out there who shouldn't be, and we have an issue with that. So if you are someone who also thinks that you don't like or don't want kids, there's nothing wrong with that. You need to be able to feel 100% validated in that situation. And if you're someone who is trying to shame someone else for not liking kids, then you're the problem, okay? You're the problem. Let someone not like kids or not want kids. There is nothing wrong with that. Some of us are not built to be around kids or to have kids. I'm surprised some of the people in this world even ever was a kid, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Like half of our high school teachers. Like, you know, that's just how it is. But yeah, I think that that's where that comes from. I think a lot of stuff like that comes from jealousy, though. What makes guys turn into simps? I can only speak, you know, from personal experience, okay? I'm obviously a simp for my fiance, and the two main things that made me simp are, wait, no, I can't say those on the internet. I just love her. We'll go with that. Also, she's got yep, okay, nope, can't say that either. Hold on, cut. She's absolutely beautiful, and I love my fiance, and I'm a simp for her. And I don't think anything is wrong with simping, if you ask me. I think that people should be allowed to simp. That is obviously taking away from the Twitch chat simps and the Discord simps, because those are not real human beings. Those are AI bots, or they have been molded into that, into today's society, and they're not real anymore. But I don't see anything wrong with simping over your significant other. Simping over a stranger on the internet and blowing your life savings away at it, personal choice, dude. You know, if that's up to you. Also, I wanted to bring this up because they specifically say, why do guys simp? And it's not only a guy thing. I actually think that obviously simping goes back for forever. We just haven't had a term for forever. But like, think about like, you know, back when boy bands used to be a popular thing and all of the teenage girls about that, you could easily say that they were simping, okay? I just think that guys and girls simp in different ways, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it as long as it's healthy, you know? But I can't really give you a reason as to why they simp, because if you really want to know why somebody simps, just think about everything that you find attractive in people, and then put all of those into one person and have that be your person. You would simp over them. So they've just found qualities in a person that they like so much that they're willing to openly simp for them. Nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. Unless it's, you know, the Discord or the Twitch kind. Those don't exist. Pros and cons to iPhones versus Android. I need to make a decision. I'm an Android user. I will always be an Android user. I will not get iPhone. I have a personal vendetta against iPhone and anything Apple product related. Don't like them. I think they're trash, honestly. First, I will be unbiased, though, in this comparison. The only reason to get an iPhone, in my opinion, is if all of your other devices are iPhone related, or if you want other iPhone related devices, because they do work pretty seamlessly together, you know. Downside, everything Apple related is 8 times more expensive on the market. You know, also, iPhone has an extremely simple, quote unquote, not in my opinion, but for most people, has a very simple UI and a very simple operating system that a lot of people can get into and use pretty easily. I disagree. I think the Samsung one is way easier, but for some reason a lot of people don't. So I guess that, you know, tiny brain syndrome hasn't hit me in that department because I'm just good with technology. But on the other side of things, Samsung is great because, in my opinion, they have the better cameras, and obviously I use those a lot. They also, you can use any other device with a Samsung. You can get any kind of earbuds, any kind of, you know, and they will also work seamlessly with Samsung. Not saying that they won't do that with iPhone, but nothing works as seamlessly with iPhone unless it's an iPhone thing. Also, all of your files that you use on Samsung, it will transfer seamlessly to any type of computer that you have, unless it's a Mac, again. And you'll be able to use it that way. You can share videos to a bunch of other people. You can do stuff like that. If you have an iPhone, they use some fucking MAV format or whatever it is for their videos, and they have different types of files for everything. And if you're going to use it on any other device, you have to transfer them, and you have to change the file format. It's just... the only reason to get an iPhone is if every other piece of device that you have is already Apple related. If not, don't start into that pit trap and just get on Samsung. It's cheaper, higher quality when it comes to actual phones, in my opinion. Operating system might be harder to use for some people, but like, you will get used to it. It's your phone. Most people are on it for over half of the day anyways, so they're gonna figure it out. I just like Samsung better, personally. It's personal opinion. Again, if you like Apple, which I know 9 out of 10 of you watching this video are watching it on your fucking iPhone, you know, props to you. You're entitled to your opinion, but your opinion is wrong in this instance. What is a YouTube video that made you think and made you feel like you were actually learning something, or at least considering a different perspective on things? I have one video that comes from one channel in mind, and I will be like showing it to you guys, not the video or anything, but this topic doesn't only compute with the one video, it computes with all of their videos, but this one video is what got me into them. I can never pronounce their name right either. They're the Kordsgark in a nutshell channel. I'm gonna stop before I have a stroke. That channel, if you guys have never seen it, I will pop a screenshot of them up here. I will also link them in the description below. Not that they need my help to get subscribers. You know, they're never even going to notice that I shouted them out, but I'll be nice about it and put the link in the description, like I'm properly supposed to do, in case any of you guys want to go find it, because they have absolutely fantastic content. But the specific video was the video called The Egg Theory. I'm not really going to get super heavy into it, but it's completely theory-based, which a lot of their videos are science-based. That's another thing. Their videos are just so nice. You learn so much from them. I love their videos. I love to watch their videos at night before I go to sleep. It really makes me think. They're extremely easy on the eyes. They lay everything out in layman's terms with actual science backup for a lot of it too. But they also do theory videos, which are cool. This theory video is purely spectacle, like, you know, on a different point of view of how the world works and the afterlife. And it's incredible, actually, the way that they lay it out. But basically, they just say that our universe is an egg, and everybody in the universe makes up the egg, and the entire egg is one being. So, like, the story goes, this one guy died in a car accident. He goes to the afterlife, he meets God, and then he's gonna basically be reincarnated, quote unquote, as a Chinese farmer girl from like 1830 or something, and be working in, you know, whatever it is. And he's like, well, how's that possible? That's already happened. He's like, well, that's because that person is you, and this person is you, and everybody is you. Basically saying that the entire universe is made up by us. And we all need to, you know, in reality, you need to work together to appreciate everybody, because you're all working towards the same goal. I don't know. It explains it a lot better in the video, and I'm not very good at explaining things. But it's a great video. I would recommend that you watch it. I will have the link to it in my description. It's absolutely fantastic. You can believe it if you want. You don't have to believe it. I'm not saying I do or don't believe it. It's just a fantastic video, and it definitely opens your eyes to some new perspectives, and that entire channel teaches you all kinds of things. So that is like one good bit of YouTube content that is not brain rot. Would it be stupid to wear fake glasses? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I wear glasses. I have to wear them to see because I'm blind, like really blind. But on top of that, like, glasses could be a style point. People who have glasses wear contacts to wear other kinds of glasses. I do it. If you like in this person's instance, they were basically saying that they think that their face looks weird and that they think they would look better with glasses. First off, I don't think your face looks weird. I ain't gotta look at you, but you know what? You're beautiful. Mwah. Also, on top of that, if you want to wear glasses that aren't real just for the style, do it. People do that stuff all the time. This falls back into the same thing of who cares what people think. I don't think it's stupid. I think it would be cool. If you think it matches your style, do it. Go out, get yourself some fake glasses that don't actually do nothing for you, but that look fly as fuck, and just have a fun time being you, okay? You know what I'm saying? You go do it. You slay, queen. What colors would an octopus or chameleon turn into if someone gave it LSD? I love this question. I think this is an absolutely fantastic question. I think that they would not stop changing colors. Okay? Like, if you guys think about any film or movie or like Rick and Morty-esque type scene where you've seen them do types of, you know, drugs like that, they've done LSD or whatever, and they go tripping and all the colors come around and they're all swirling. Well, if you guys have ever watched an actual octopus change colors, I feel like better and prettier than chameleons, but I do understand where you're coming here with chameleons. But we'll just say, you know, I'm talking about octopuses because I know more about octopuses. They're constantly changing colors, and they use them for different things and defenses, and they can do all kinds of different colors to either blend in or to stand out, yada, yada, yada. I imagine their entire body would just be freaking flowing like a river of every color they've ever touched. And like they get colors by touching things with their tentacles. You know what I'm saying? They don't actually see them. They like feel them. They feel the color, and then they change into that color because they can feel it. So I imagine they're going to be just like, every time they move and touch on anything, they're going to like feel it and be like, oh, that color. But I've also done this one and this one. I can do this one. I can change it to this color. Oh, dude. And their whole thing's just spiral. But also, how do you know that octopuses and chameleons aren't just out there doing drugs all the time anyways, and that's why they can change colors? Huh? How do we know that they're not always just tripping balls? You know? That would be fun. That'd be fun too. They might just constantly be tripping balls. That would be fun too. I think that would be really cool to find out that chameleon, or you know, animals are just doing that all the time. But I think they just constantly change colors. I think it'd be so cool to watch. Now, could you imagine? Actually, no, I can't say that. It's YouTube. How do you become a morning person? You lie to yourself. You lie to yourself. You sit there. You wake up every morning with your alarm clock. You go get yourself a cup of Joe, black Joe, or, you know, black cup of coffee, because that helps, you know, healthier. And then you look yourself in the mirror, you tell yourself every single day, for as long as you want to be a morning person, I'm a morning person. And you lie to yourself, and eventually you start believing the lie, and you are convinced of the fact that you are a morning person. Because I am convinced that no one is actually a morning person. Nobody genuinely is a morning person. They have just convinced themselves that they are a morning person and that they can get up and do those things. So you and I, if that's your goal, we can do the same thing. I've been saying it's my goal for a while now. Is it working? Absolutely not, but we're getting there. You're getting there. Just keep lying to yourself, king or queen, or, you know, they, them, royalty. You know, it'll catch up. You'll get it. You'll get it. You'll break the mold. You just got to keep lying to yourself, because no one becomes a morning person. You just have to convince yourself and make your brain think that you are. Big bumps. Ow! Oh, I know it's there every time and I always forget about it. Fuck. This is our last topic, which is kind of a fun topic. Goes back to one of our earlier topics. But anyways, before we end the video, as always, I want to go around this guy safely. Anyways, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I also hope you guys enjoyed the fit, the bluey fit. I hope you guys like the, you know, this thing. I know it doesn't really stay in place all the time, but I wanted to bundle up a little bit. It has definitely been chilly. I can definitely feel it in my phalanges, my finger phalanges. It's a little chilly out, but it's great weather. I'm excited that it's fall. I'm loving it. The leaves are not all entirely gone yet. A lot of them got blown away in the recent storm that we got hit with. Like I said in the end of my last video, I was probably going to miss fall. I haven't missed it entirely, but we're getting there. I'm loving it. This time, what I want you guys to comment this time if you watch to the end of the video. Oh, actually, you know what? If you watch to this point in the video, I want you guys to comment chameleon or octopus. Which one you guys like better? Mine personally is octopus, but I'm curious now which one of your guys' favorite is. Anyways, also, if you've watched to this point in the video, you obviously enjoyed something, so consider subscribing to the channel, like the video, all the other things. Go check out my other videos. I have a bunch of other Reddit motovlog videos that have come up to this point. And now let's jump into the last topic. How long does the scent of a fart linger around you in a very large room with not much airflow? Honestly, this is such a scientific thing. I don't exactly know, but I think it comes down to the actual stench of the fart. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you can have light farts, you know, that be like, you don't even smell it. The only way you'd probably be able to smell it is if you was like down there, you know what I'm saying? Like at your ass, like trying to smell the fart. And then you have other ones that you just let out a beefer, and that shit is just rank. Okay, like the type you gotta roll the windows down in the car and everything, like that type of stuff. Or like, you know, if someone tries to be evil and they're driving the car, they rip one, they roll the windows up and put the window lock on and turn the AC off. That's a good way. How long does it linger in that, actually? You know what, that probably makes sense. My guess, does it say large room? I can't remember. Very large room. In a very large room, probably not long. I feel like it dissipates a lot quicker than you think in a very large room. I feel like it might linger, like if it's a rancid one, it might linger for like a minute or two. People kind of avoid the area, but it'll just dissipate and give everybody pink eye, you know. But I think this should be studied. Mr. Beast, do this in your next torture video, whatever it is that you do. I don't know. Anyways, that's about gonna wrap it up for the day. I hope you guys had fun. As always, continue to spread the joy. I'm super excited to be back. I have plenty more ideas and lots more Reddit videos to have made. You guys have been loving them lately. Thank you so much for the support, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace. Okay, I know that this is a little bit last minute, but we're gonna end the video with this extremely beautiful stroll back here through these woods on this gravel road. I just had to show you all this. I'm gonna be quiet and just put some soft music over it as my outro. So again, thank you all for watching, and just enjoy the stroll for the rest of the video.